All right, let's go. Ayo, we're three hot guys sharing our opinions because we're special and different. Gold medals, we're winning. Can't help it if we're burdened by our intellect. You can play checkers while we pretend we know the rules to chess. The council has spoken, and we are the chosen. Your nose is broken because I broke it.
And welcome back to another episode of Will of the Council. How's everybody doing here today? I got Jordan in the booth.
That's me.
I've got Danny in my heart.
Oh. Hello.
And I've got Becky on the ones and twos. How are you all feeling?
Bad. Not good.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah. Today
What's up?
sucks.
So, today's
yeah,
not
what's
great.
going on?
Yeah.
Today and this past weekend have not been good. Just bad news, bad world events. Yeah. So I don't know. It's like fine. Hate to start with a bummer, but like yesterday in my wonderful state, it was like 72 degrees in February, and I live in the northern Midwest. It's February, and it was 72 degrees in February, and now it's 32 degrees and snowing. So just
You liberals need to make up your mind. Do you want it to be cold or not?
Right. Like, that's what I'm saying. Because I am loving the nice weather down here in the Northeast.
yeah. Down here, the Northeast. Yeah.
Hey, man. I didn't say I know geography.
In a couple of weeks, we'll be considered the global south. And then who's to say that we're responsible for all that colonialism? You know what I'm saying?
Right. But it's okay. I'm recovering. It's fine. But just not great. This will make me feel better, is what I'll say.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good either. I have the con crud after an enjoyable time at a Yu-Gi-Oh event. This is not a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast, but we do play. And I have to say, one of the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh events of all time. I think everyone was happy with everything from ship to stern. And I definitely do not want to jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
I was telling my buddies that I was very glad I didn't go.
Yeah, no. Who would have thought a Yu-Gi-Oh event wouldn't work?
Yeah, not to dig into it too much, but the fact that those events still are run like absolute fucking hot dog bullshit water is just like so funny to me. I don't know. Whatever.
True.
Why am I so bummed out?
Peeps, I do have one thing that might unbum you out a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm talking about the most important thing that happened this weekend, and that is the Michigan primary.
Oh,
Are you familiar
yes.
with the Michigan primary?
Oh.
So,
yeah.
If you guys didn't know, Michigan, which has kind of an outsized, Arab population, went to the polls this last weekend, and despite what the media might tell you, they voted resoundingly for current President Joe Biden. So much so that I think second place was uncommitted at like 30%. And let me tell you,
It was 13. It was around 13.
It was 13%, yeah.
But
hell yeah. I have never seen so many people so mad that people voted none of the above.
Yeah. It's I think there was I can't remember who tweeted it, but I know I quote tweeted it or whatever, but it was like the most uncommitted votes the Democratic Party has gotten in like the past election cycles has been like 20,000, something like that. And in this state's history, this is like, at least as far as I know, one of the first times that it's breached 100,000. There are over 100,000 people that voted uncommitted, and I don't fucking care. I'll talk my shit. I was one of them.
God, you're so based.
I'm fucking based, and I went out to the polls. Did one of the easiest ways to voice concern of the goings on, which is just going to a ballot and voting, and you vote hard and it fixes everything, right? But no, this was a really awesome campaign to show disdain for the current actions of the current president and whatever's going on.
Well,
So
let me ask you, from the perspective of my favorite online political commentator, Dash Dabrowski, if you vote uncommitted instead of voting for Biden, you are a Trump-supporting terrorist. So
True.
What do you have to say to that?
Yeah.
Would you say that that's big news?
I have
Big news.
very clear. I have I have a very clear statement for that guy. If he ever hears this, you are a fucking jackass. I need
I
you
love
to know
that
that
guy.
you are just a bad person.
I'm glad that
that's
like
it.
the people who cut their teeth in 2020 making the "oh boy, big news" TikToks have found something else to complain about. That's enjoyable.
Yeah, don't they have a ton
Like-
of Trump news they can just like look at and talk about that instead? Why is this like your go-to for big news? Big news. You're a terrorist.
boy,
like
big
come on,
news.
man.
It's like, oh, great.
Be
so
real.
The state that has a large population of Muslim Arab folks, Dearborn is well known for having a large Muslim or population, and saying, oh, you're a terrorist for voting uncommitted. That's not smart language that you've thrown together. Just pointing that out. But also, I don't know, you're a fucking dick. Right? Like, you're
Yeah.
just a dick. Like, this is our method of saying that we don't approve of the goings-on, of the handlings of the Palestinian.
It's literally a warning. Like it is a warning. It's protest. Have you ever heard of a protest, man? Come on. God, these people
It's
are so
just-
spineless.
A protest is when you do what I want.
Oh, literally.
No, the reason I knew it was all over is they unthawed Chasen Buttigieg. They let him out of his playpen, and
Oh, I
he
saw
he
this.
tweeted yesterday. He tweeted, "Trump is only beating Haley by about 37 points in the Michigan primary, but Biden is on track to beat uncommitted by 65. Guess who the media is going to say is in trouble?" That's like so amazing.
That's awesome.
It's just so crazy. Like, this is a historic amount.
We're
of
beating none of the
uncommitted
above
votes.
by almost 65%.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say things are going pretty well.
Things are awesome right now, dude.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
These people, I love the term blue MAGA because it's just true.
Blue
like,
MAGA.
Blue MAGA is so good because it's like, oh, you people will just, you're just the get in line. Just get in line, vote for the same fucking breathless husk,
Show me
like-
the check from the DNC and I'll let you say that. I'll let you do whatever because at least you're getting paid, At least the Democrats are giving you a buck to be like, but the Cheeto.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you, chasing the number one thing he's chasing is the bag.
Great.
All right, let's get to the fucking Reddit post.
It's going to be funny when he is the first man in our country's history, and it's not because like a woman won the presidency, it's because a gay guy did. That's going to be amazing. It's going to be like, yeah, we put a man in the first lady slot before we put a woman in the White House. I don't actually know, is Chasen allowed to be first man yet? I think, don't you have to be 18 first?
Wow. You're so annoying.
I think he's literally like a minor with imposter syndrome. So I will lay off the boy.
Shut up.
And I will lay on to our first boy, which comes from r/relationships.
Okay.
So this one went viral on Twitter, not r/relationships. I believe it's been deleted from the website. But I'm really excited to talk about this one. It begins with boyfriend 28M keeps sneaking plastic food onto my 25F plate.
Oh my God, we're doing this one. We're doing this one. Yeah.
All right. So here we go. We've been together for 14 months, and he's a great partner overall. He has a stable, respectable career that he enjoys, nutritionist. He's very caring in most ways, and we have similar goals for our lives. But he's got an odd sense of humor sometimes, especially about one particular thing. He has access to a seemingly unlimited supply of plastic foods, and he keeps sneaking them onto my plate at mealtime. I saw the humor in it the first time. Plastic scoop of cottage cheese replaced my real cottage cheese at breakfast, but I have lost count of the number of times he's played this prank on me. There have been plastic turkey slices on a sandwich, a plastic chicken tender coated in buffalo sauce at a restaurant, even a plastic deviled egg swap at my friend's wedding. But the one that irritated me the most was when he wrapped a real banana skin around a plastic banana, then put it back with the rest of the bunch on my counter. He says he just means it as a little joke when I've asked him to stop, but I'm getting paranoid when I eat with him. What if he takes it too far and I choke on a fake cheese cube? The weirdest thing is, I don't know where he gets these, as I've seen his bank statements, and there's no indicator he's buying them himself.
All right, dude.
Jordan, what do you think about Neil Ciceriga's wife?
No, Danny wanted first crack.
Well,
at this one.
Danny, you want in? You want in?
The only thing I'm gonna say is, dude, you didn't even reveal who posted this. Posted by user / not Jillian. You can just tell us you're doing this to your wife.
It is
All right.
quite literally a bit I would do, right?
Yes, this is all right. I will start.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
off.
go ahead.
So, first thing is that okay.
Hold up.
This is
Should we say it all at once?
What?
Go.
I don't know.
Say what all at once. It's a good bit.
God forbid men do anything.
That's so true.
So true.
Sorry, it took a
Holy
second to activate the clown to clown.
Yeah.
communication, but yeah. No. God forbid men do anything. This is a very funny bit. Because how do you find plastic cottage cheese? Dog, where are you finding it?
How do you do this?
He's got the black market hookup for plastic foods, and he's just like, all right, guys. This
I
week
will say,
need
as a
cottage
plastic
cheese."
food connoisseur,
Oh, sure.
cottage
What?
cheese is actually a very easy plastic food to find.
Okay, but the banana and replaced it with the real banana skin. It's
That one's weird to
incredible.
me because every plastic banana I've ever seen is very small.
Yeah,
It's
I
smaller
agree.
than a normal banana. So he would have had to find a large plastic banana.
or a small real banana. You idiot.
Yeah, like a plantain or something. Yeah, I'm not thinking outside the
Dumbass.
box, and that's why I'm getting outplayed by this guy. I gotta commend him for commitment to the bit. My favorite one of these is the tender coated in buffalo sauce at a restaurant,
That
which means
is
he definitely went to the
diabolical.
waiter and was like, "Yo, can you help me with this?"
Oh, and the waiter had to also be like, "Man, dudes rock. You got it, dude."
Yeah.
All men are brothers. All men are brothers.
Yeah, all men are brothers. I solidarity with you with this extremely funny bit. However, there is a point where a joke or a prank gets old after a while. And if your partner, who has very lovingly, I assume, hopefully, it doesn't matter either way, but if they, lovingly ask you to stop, you probably should stop this at some point, okay? You've clearly extended the bit for too long. You gotta knock it off at some point, right? You've done. I mean, you've peaked with the banana in a real banana.
Peak.
peel.
It's peak. It's like a chef.
Peak. It's time. You know what? This was a great phase in your relationship. You had fun playing this prank. You go, I'm done, and you follow through with being done with the bit. But yeah, there you go. There's my take.
I would be on your side if the bit wasn't so good.
Dog, I get that the bit is good, but you can't just be annoying all the time. Which I know is
Oh,
hard.
can't I?
Oh, he's very good at that.
You can be annoying in different ways is the thing. When the bit is
That's
making
true.
it so she's having a hard time genuinely enjoying a meal with him, that's kind of rough, right? I don't know. I love having meals with my wife and relaxing and drinking wine together. And how shitty would it be to just be like, God, we can't really enjoy eating together because what if he's gonna do this fucking bit? That does suck.
Yeah.
That does suck.
Just,
There you go.
I just like that. The first thing she thinks of is what if I die from this bit?
I mean, she does have
No,
a
come
point.
on. No, she doesn't. In what world are you going to pick up a cheese cube and be like, oh, this feels real to me, and just start gnawing on it? Or
Well,
swallow
if
it in
it's
one
covered
bite?
what if he fries it in breading next? He's clearly gonna
Oh,
move
man.
on.
I'm crying.
Well, that wouldn't work because the plastic would melt.
Who knows? Maybe he's like, ooh,
He'll
here's your
figure it
melted
out.
cheese, honey, and it's fucking melted plastic. All right. We
I
don't
would
know the
hope that he
lengths
would
this
stop
guy will
before
go.
then.
It's just funny also that he's done this so often that she is paranoid about eating.
Yes.
I just feel like I don't know. I feel like that's an irrational response, and I think that because it is, you should be allowed to annoy your wife as much as you want.
No, I'm sorry. There comes a point where the bit must end.
No,
Like,
come on.
It's really funny. Here's the thing. Oh God, it's funny and it really is harmless. Like, okay, maybe I shouldn't, validate the fear of like, oh, what if he kills me on
No,
accident?
that one's
with this
funny.
bit?
That's awesome.
It is funny, but maybe I shouldn't validate that fear. But like, it's the bit is funny, and I don't think he's an asshole for doing it up to this point. But like from this point on, if he doesn't stop, I think then he moves into asshole territory. Now that we've done the peak memento of fake banana in real banana peel, that's when you gotta call it. Like you've hit your peak, you gotta end it, right? If you keep moving forward here after she has asked you to stop so much, like it's done. It's over.
Man, he is a genius, though. I can't get over it, man.
I can't.
I really can't get over how like this guy, because like I can see how he thinks it really is a little joke because he's going so far to like hide this fake food, and he's like, hee.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, I love the plastic deviled egg because it's like, do you think he called the friend and was like, what are you serving at this event?
Yes.
Let me see what the crossover is with my collection.
Can you explain to me what a deviled egg swap is?
Oh, well, you know deviled eggs, right?
Sure.
So probably what happened is he swapped out one of the real deviled eggs for a fake one.
Wait, just like at the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah. He found out that there would be. He is a genius. He's like the Riddler. He's like a Batman villain. He's a Batman villain. This is yeah.
He's like
when there's
like
food that crosses over with your collection at the function.
Yeah.
He's like the Riddler, but for like plastic food.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
god. The Foodler.
It's upsetting that I guess we can't have fun in Joe Biden's America.
It's true.
The fun does.
I don't know. The thing I'll say is like I think you're right that if she asks him to stop and he doesn't, which it looks like she already has.
Yeah.
But if she asks him to stop and he doesn't, he's kind of being an asshole. But I do want to just point out this is, I think, a completely harmless bit. But there comes a time when you start putting a ton of effort into harmless bits, it really does feel like, God, why is he putting so much effort into this harmless bit? Is there some sort of secret ulterior motive? And if you're the woman listening, I don't think there is. I think the guy's just trying to be more annoying in more interesting ways.
You're like, as an annoying guy, I get it.
Yeah, I think this is harmless behavior, but he should probably stop if she wants him to.
Yeah, you guys have said both pretty much my thoughts. I think this guy rocks. This is the funniest shit ever. But she did ask, you gotta stop, dude. You as soon as someone says, please stop this bit, it is upsetting me. That's when you have to. That's the moment. And if you keep doing it, you're going into jerk territory.
I know how hard it is to stop a bit, though, right? Like I don't have any reason to really talk.
It's very difficult,
because there's like when you're a husband in a marriage, there is just this carnal desire to make bits, and it is
throw me one of yours.
It comes out of me whenever Mariah is watching Love is Blind, and she always loves it. Yeah, she always loves it when I sit down and watch TV with her because she loves to watch TV and movies together. It's like a big love language thing for her is sitting down and watching TV together, and she loves to watch Love is Blind. And if whatever, I could be the reality TV blah because it is like the worst fucking shit on the TV. But Love is Blind is like a special kind of bad. And it's bad in such a way where it's so easy to make bits. Do you know how hard this is for me? This is like this situation is like created to be impossible for me to exist in because the people on this show are just so abnormal where I have to make fun of them at all accounts. And I can't because I'm annoying my wife at that point and she's asked me to stop. So it's like I dissolve into to dust because I can't exist in this scenario. I have to make bits. It's tough.
Mine was a couple of weeks ago. Jillian made popcorn, right? And at the end of the popcorn bowl, there's like a bunch of like individual kernels.
Yeah,
for sure.
So what I kept doing was I would put a kernel in my mouth and then I'd walk up to her and beatbox. I'd be like, right? And then at the end of the
Okay.
beatbox sequence, I would spit the kernel in my mouth at her. And
God, you are so
Wow, you really are good at your craft, dude.
so I did this like 2 or 3 times, and then I come back a 4th time, and I'm beatboxing, and she's like, "No, like stop! You can't be doing that." And so then I start beatboxing without the thing in my mouth, and she's like, "Don't fucking! I don't want to hear that." And then I start like I put one in my mouth and I start beatboxing. But then I'll start laughing because I know what I'm about to do and start like choking on the kernel. And she'll be like, "Yeah, huh? Great idea, huh?" And
it's your divine retribution for
yeah,
It
yeah,
really
yeah. So,
is.
but I had to stop that bit regrettably, despite the fact that I was having a lot of fun just walking into a room for like days after being like, and she'd be like, "No, you made popcorn."
No, it's the popcorn beatboxer.
Yeah.
I don't have an immediate bit for my past relationships, but the one that comes to mind is the one that you would do to me, Joseph, when we lived together in Jersey, in Jersey City, and you'd call me while you were at work and say, "Hey, man, I need to remote into my computer," and because that's how I like do my stuff at work, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay," because I would work a little later than he would. I would go to work later. And he would call me and be like, "Can you just like touch the computer real fast?" And I'd be like, "Sure, that's not a problem. Like it takes me 2 seconds." I'm like, "Okay, yeah." So I'd click on the computer for him, but lo and behold, my dumbass didn't realize that it was already unlocked. And so when I touched the computer, he would immediately click play and play 18 Naked Cowboys at Ram Ranch.
He just enter the room and move the mouse, and then it'd be like, I did this like
He did
a
this
dozen times.
multiple times. Because sometimes it was interwoven with actual necessity of unlocking
Yeah,
the
I
computer.
did actually need this done pretty frequently. Yeah. There's actually, I think it's Ram Ranch 7, but there's one Ram Ranch that just says the N-word in it, like really loud. And so eventually I upped my game and I would play that, and I'd be like, he'd have to be like, "Oh, it wasn't me, it wasn't me."
Oh,
Ugh.
you are an elemental.
Yes.
Of, like annoying.
Elemental
like,
is a
yeah, this-
perfect description.
Yeah.
I legitimately, when they said boyfriend 28M and read this, I was like, "No, I'm 29." Like I thought it was me in this post. Ugh, okay, all right, let's do the voting.
Decision time.
Okay, Jordan, is this man the asshole?
Oh, man. It's like, no, I stand with you, but yes, she's asked you to stop. You got to stop the bit. I'm going to say you have, but the thing is, like, you've just breached into asshole territory. Like, you've just put, like, your big toe over the line. Like, you are the asshole here, but this is completely repairable. You just got to stop the bit.
Danny?
Yep, 100%. I think this guy is just barely a jerk. Like, I get it. The bit rocks. It's so funny, but you got it. They asked to stop. You got to stop. That's just what it is. And even if you think it's harmless, it's you got to stop. Unfortunate, but also fortunate so that you have a good relationship with your partner.
I hate to do this. You did win me over. It's such a good bit. I am also on the side that, but this is, I will say, the lowest stakes asshole we've had in a long time.
Yeah, it's
absolutely
refreshing.
Like,
it's very
I'm
refreshing.
glad this guy, the problem here is very like, oh, well, phew, not a psycho, just very funny.
Yeah.
The council has spoken.
All right, this next one, I think we're going to have to deal with something that's a little more higher stakes. This is from 8 months ago, but went off on Twitter last week, which is why people are talking about it. It says, "Am I the asshole, F23, for taking an embarrassing sticker off of my boyfriend's M23 suitcase without telling him?" And let me tell you this, if that last one was about me, this one is about Jordan. So here's how this works.
Okay.
My F23 boyfriend M23 and I were traveling by air for the first time. We were packing together. We each had our own suitcases. My boyfriend has this big sticker around the size of a phone on his suitcase that says, "Born to shit, forced to wipe."
Yeah! Yes, my goat.
My goat, my king.
with a skull on it. It was super weird, and I would not want to be seen at an airport with someone that had an embarrassing sticker, so I took it off. My boyfriend noticed and asked me why I took it off. I told him it's because it would be really embarrassing to be seen with that on a suitcase. He got all mad and told me it was from a friend. Am I the asshole?
Finally, I know we're all thinking it. We can finally be misogynistic on this podcast.
Oh my god.
Oh, about time.
Oh, wait. Together again from the first post. God forbid men do anything.
All right, I don't know. Who wants to start this
Oh,
one?
I don't know who would. Who would want to start?
I mean, look, I have a quick thing to start with this. Let people be funny. Like, I'm sorry that you don't like the joke. This one, like, it's funny. It's funny.
It's so funny.
The sticker is funny. Like, ugh, oh my god. I'm sorry that you got your prissy, pompous, designer luggage from some Instagram company that you found in your reels or whatever, and it's like some sort of taupe or maybe like pastel pink that matches your...
Man, we should not have given you the opportunity to
Holy
be
shit.
misogynistic. I didn't know you had all this locked and loaded.
Oh, I got this locked and loaded. No, but really, like,
You okay, dude?
This is funny. Like, it's just a sticker. Like, it's fine. I'm sorry that's gonna get in your Instagram video that you post when you're at the airport. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Got the misogyny locked and loaded. Yeah. Anyway,
I think we will actually get some interesting discussion here because I am on the woman's side here.
oh come
What?
on.
Really?
There's no way.
Yeah, okay, so listen.
Why?
Is it like harmless? Mostly, but it is also pretty cringe and embarrassing. Like, I understand being like, this is our first time taking a plane trip together. Your boyfriend's going to show up like with a bunch of funny novelty stickers he got off reddit.com on his luggage. I could see being like, come on, man, can you please just be normal while we're out in public? Like, let me ask you this. Would you be feeling differently if instead of born to shit, forced to wipe, it was like an Ahegao girl sticker or like something about anime girl thighs or something
Those are
like that?
But you're
you're
making
making
different.
yeah, that's totally different.
Well,
that's absolutely
it's different to you. It's different to you because you think those are cringe and born to shit, forced to wipe is epic and cool. But she clearly finds this annoying and cringe
But
and
one
gross.
One is pictures of
sexual
women like
content.
sexual. Like this is like a silly one-liner with a skull. Like that's completely
Well, okay,
and
what if it
utterly
said I love smelling
No.
anime girl farts?
No,
Same
that's
concept.
No, that's different.
Again,
You're
sexual
creating a
content.
different
It's poop
scenario.
all the way down.
You're moving the goalpost. This is different. What if different scenario? It's not that scenario. We're not talking about that.
Okay, well, the point of this scenario is that the only difference between that scenario and the scenario that's happening is that this woman's tolerance level for stupid Reddit shit is lower than you all's.
Fine.
It doesn't matter.
Even if we accept that, fine. Even if we accept she has this low tolerance for like a silly joke, her prerogative and immediate action was to remove it without asking him, which is really uncool.
Correct. That's
Definitely she should have asked him.
Because-
I think that it was 100% wrong to just take it. But
That's like
come on.
childish behavior. I'm sorry. You can be an adult, go up to your boyfriend, and if you truly think it's terribly cringe, go up to him and say, hey, I know this is silly and ridiculous of me to ask of you, and I know this is insane, but I just don't love that sticker when we go to the airport together. Do you mind taking it off? Because, wow,
well,
that's
you can't.
really
no,
rude.
you can't do that. You can't do that.
Why?
Because if you do that, and he says no, then you don't get to take the sticker off.
Well, then there's a difference, right? There's a difference.
Whoa, you can't do that. Then they'll have autonomy.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Exactly right. Literally, exactly.
Oh, my bad, dude.
No, I can understand, like, hey, this kind of sucks. I mean, it doesn't really, I don't know. It's a sticker that I find kind of cringe. Can you not put it on the luggage when we go to the airport together? There's like, it's about just talking to each other about it, right? At least have the conversation. Now, as to my what my opinion would be on that, should he take the sticker off or whatever. But again, that's like a different situation. What happened here is that she just ripped the sticker off and threw it away? Did she just throw it away?
Well, who knows? Because she got it from a friend. I imagine she did.
Yeah, exactly. That was a gift. Regardless of how cringe you think it was a gift. And he just got rid of it. That sucks, man. That sucks.
It's a gift.
No,
I
agree.
Why did you do that? That's like sentimental to me.
No, he did. Okay, this is a thing that people always do. Is they're like, hey, that was a gift for my friend, about like the Ahegao sweater, right? Like it was from a friend. Admittedly, it's like a $2 vinyl sticker. You can get that shit back. I think that definitely she should have asked, but she is well within her rights to be skeeved out by this.
Fine. Okay, sure. She's in her right to be skeeved out about it, but that's not what happened here. Like, the point of this is to determine if this poster is the asshole or not. And clearly, there was no conversation about, like, hey, can you take the sticker off? There wasn't any conversation at all. It was just, I took the sticker. That sucks.
And then she tried to hide it because he said, my boyfriend noticed and asked me, hey, why did you do that? And I was like, well, I thought it was embarrassing. And then he goes, wow, you didn't ask me and you thought it was just because it's embarrassing? It was just a fun thing I got from my friend. That was really rude of you.
Like, imagine that. Okay, imagine I had a bumper sticker that had a funny novelty saying on it, right? I have a dear friend that's very close to me that has a ton of very funny and very fucking embarrassing bumper stickers. I wish I knew some of the bumper stickers that they had, because some of them are so funny. But imagine I got a bumper sticker that was like, cringe and weird like this or whatever. And then all of a sudden, like, my wife just removed it from the car, right? She just like took it off because she didn't want to be seen in the car that had that bumper sticker on it. But it was a bumper sticker that I really liked. But you didn't ask me about it. She just removed it and, like, I don't know, threw it away or whatever. That would suck, right?
Yes.
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 I mean, it would suck, but I mean, what's the bumper sticker?
I don't know. Born to shit, forced to wipe. I would absolutely put that bumper sticker on my car. I'm going to get one of these stickers now.
And we'll get to see this play out in real time.
Yeah.
No, we won't. Your wife would not take that off your shit.
No,
yeah, I know.
No.
She'd be like, damn, that's
She'd
funny.
be like, correct. Wait, that's me.
Okay. I think she's right to be embarrassed by it, but yeah, she probably shouldn't have fucking taken it off without asking.
Like, that's the rub here. If she just said, like, am I the asshole for just asking? And he like got really mad about it just for asking. Maybe I'd think about it, but I cannot think of anything else when she did this. Very mean, very mean.
And even though I joked about Instagram reel misogyny or whatever at the beginning, I do understand, like, wanting to go to the airport together and travel together and, like, have a vibe. I do get that. Like, that is, I understand, like, when you're traveling, it is like a fun experience and you want to go together and you want to have a vibe as a couple. That's cool. And I get that this sticker that talks about not wanting to wipe your ass definitely ruins the vibe. But, like, I don't know. It was a gift from a friend. You shouldn't have just taken it. Even though you think it's cringe, he thinks it's funny. Like, you can have a discussion about it, right? You're an adult.
Not to tie this into the last question, but I will say the airport is the #1 location where I have been asked to stop bits.
Wait,
I have like hundreds of airport specific bits.
Tell me.
I do bits in the airport, and Jillian gets really upset about them. She's like, do not do bits in the airport.
Can you give us an example? I really gotta know.
It's the word bomb.
Okay,
involved
can
in
you tell us? Yeah.
There are bits that include the word bomb. Yes.
I forgot about the time this is unrelated to this, but we were like driving to a convention. And for like part of almost the whole way, you just kept looking at the sky and being like, so like, what if we got bombed right now? And I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I do that all the time. It was like 4 hours. I was just like, every single plane we saw, I'm like, wouldn't it be crazy if that had like a nuclear warhead in it and it just dropped and killed us? But there's a lot of the airline ones I do. There's this really good song that I like listening to. It's called 9/11 Building 7, It's by Martin Knowles, I think is the guy's name. Let me go to
I've
my
heard this.
recents. I know it's going to be in my recents.
I also love
yeah,
that you
it's
can't
called
just listen to normal music.
Martin Noakes.
Oh,
Martin Noakes. And so it goes like, there's a million reasons
Yeah.
why I can't believe it, right? So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
just be at the airport going and Jillian will be like, shut the fuck up, shut up. I know what you're doing, shut the fuck up. And is that really any different than Born to Shit, Forced to Wipe? Are you going to tell Jillian she's the asshole?
Nice try, you fucking asshole.
The thing is that she's asking you to stop.
Okay, well, let's say this. What if instead of asking him about Born to Shit, Forced to Wipe, she goes, "Hey, that makes me uncomfortable. Could you please remove it?" And he says no. Is he an asshole then?
This is a different scenario.
No. I know. I'm just asking.
Okay, fine.
I think if it is presented as when we're together at the airport, it's embarrassing to me. Can you take it off? And I think, asking about that, if he says no, then yeah, that is kind of an asshole move. Because you could, it is kind of hard to like take off a sticker and put it back on or whatever. But whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. If your partner asks you to do something, you're just like, I don't wanna, then it's like really annoying. But
Okay, well then, what's the material difference? It's off either way.
ask him. She just took it off.
Yeah, I'm just trying to defend something
God, I
that
hate you.
legitimately
Yes,
is
I
indefensible.
know you
There's just no
are.
way.
Fuck.
Oh, the problem is I empathize with her. I think that the guy is in the wrong for being all butthurt about the sticker that's so fucking annoying, but I don't think there's a world in which she's allowed to just take it off without asking.
Yeah, plus people have, I don't know. Now I'm being cringe in saying that like, people have made this joke a lot. This is an old joke, and you're cringe for making a joke that's been around for a while. There you go. Now I'm being annoying.
Wrong.
When you go to the airport, you see a luggage that has like a sticker with a frog on it, and it says "hippity hoppity, hands off my property," and you just start doubling over laughing.
Yeah.
You're like, holy shit, that's so
Oh my
funny.
God, that's so funny.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Born to Shit, Forced to Wipe, I'm sorry, is effervescent. It is a term for infinity. I will never not look at that and go, nice.
The unfortunate truth is that I think we all were born to shit and forced to wipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the vote. Let's do the vote.
Decision time.
Jordan, is this woman the asshole?
Yeah, definitely. Sorry. You should have asked. You got to have conversations with your partner before you just start like taking shit.
Danny?
Yes, she's very much an asshole. Talk, please, fudge. Just talk to your partner, but otherwise, don't do this. That's really like weird and mean.
Yeah.
I wanted to be on her side so bad. You two have won me over twice in a row. I
Yeah.
think
Let's
she should have
fucking
at
go.
minimum asked. She should have at minimum asked.
The council has spoken.
Listen, I don't get for the listeners at home. I never can convince this man of anything. So that's huge. 2 W's today.
All right. So the first one was so clearly about me. The second one was so clearly about Jordan. And this third one is also about Danny.
Yeah.
All right. So this comes from Hobby Drama Throwaway. It's a 4-year-old post. And it begins with, in brackets, small penis humiliation Discord.
That's what it really is about Danny.
Hey man, come on.
No,
on.
you know how it's about Danny? Here's the title. Is it okay to pretend to have a small cock? Danny, I know you are slanging that thing. You got the schmeat.
Oh, this
You
I
got the
can't
foot
wait.
long fucker.
You
Yeah.
/ hobby drama throwaway.
Okay. All right, here we go. First off, I have a few statements to make to try and explain what you're about to read. Oh, good. Femdom,
good.
female
Thanks.
domination, is a relatively well-known sexual interest. Ton of intersection with other fetishes like feet, spanking, cucking, etc. I happen to be rather interested in a particular sexual deviance, especially a subset commonly called SPH or small penis humiliation. Not every person into SPH even has a small dick. Indeed, a lot of it is just guys posting their flaccid cocks and pretending it's a micro penis. But a massive dick is rather rare. I'll return to that. As a member of a Discord server dedicated to this fetish that has since fallen into disuse, I've seen many a tiny dick. The few doms on the server are more than willing to engage in some ribbing, and it wasn't uncommon for an average-sized dick to be called pathetic and useless, much to the poster's delight. This led to a fairly consistent kind of activity, with new members joining, old ones deleting their accounts and rejoining, and a few more regular members posting on a fairly normal basis. Excluding those doing the humiliating, everyone else just acted under the assumption most of us had small dicks. Sure, many people were exaggerating how impotent they were, but nothing seemed too crazy. Enter one guy, who I'll call Jumbo. And I'll call Danny. I'll call Jumbo Josh. That's who I'll call him.
Shut up. Shut up, dude. Holy shit.
Jumbo Josh joins, has a generic post complaining about how he's a pathetic virgin with a micro dick who will stay pussy-free forever. Others join in, normal fetish behavior. One of the women asks if he wants to show how small he is, and he responds with a picture of his penis, complete with a piece of paper that has his username on it and a ruler showing 4 inches. There were a few oddities, though. First off, his ruler was printed on another piece of paper and seemed blown up. The second is how small his handwriting was, if his dick was really 4 inches hard. He had a massive fucking cock. Picture a porn star level titan, easily 9 inches and girthy. The unorthodox way he tried to hide its impressive size was admirable, but no one was tricked. Now, some of you may assume he was trolling us, trying some kind of bizarre flex in a server full of guys who got off on being called losers. Maybe you may be thinking he was stupidly trying to flirt with the women or pulling a low-stakes prank. If so, you are wrong. He was earnest in his attempt and liked it when women called him a virgin bitch with a clitty. The issue was he didn't have a micro dick, and so this fetish was rather difficult for him. I know this because he explained it after the server broke down into chaos. Most of us casual members were laughing. After all, it's hilarious. Plus, it's gotta suck to be turned on by something that's not possible for you, and he was a cool, fairly active guy. Others were less pleased. They saw him as a troll that should be banned. Others saw him as ruining the vibe of the server. The less heterosexual members seemed to want to suck his massive meat cannon. It was chaos, with the chat exploding to a level of activity that had never happened before. The mods, unprepared for the controversy of a simple dick pic, were slow to react. Soon the entire server, once dedicated to a niche fetish, was a battleground, with genuine insults being hurled at one another. Instead of calling someone a tiny sissy virgin, guys were saying the most absurd stuff you'll ever see, like, if you can't see the problem with this fake tiny dick, you are a fucking idiot. And it's his fetish too. Fuck you, dumbass. He just wanted to jerk off. While the hapless Jumbo tried to explain himself in between messages back and forth. There is no situation funnier than seeing people with names revolving around them being losers with micro dicks attempting to have a serious argument with the morality of pretending you have a small cock. When names like White Boy Sissy 18, Virgin 2472, and Useless Little Slur are engaged in an argument, it's impossible not to laugh, right? Regardless, eventually the mod started to crack down on the posts, things returned to normal, Jumbo never posted another picture, but he did lurk for a few more weeks. I think the bannings must have had an impact though, because the server eventually died. It was never quite the same after that day, but for 2 glorious hours, it was the funniest thing I ever saw. So, should you be allowed to lie about having a small penis? I guess if you all are okay, I'd like to kick things off.
Sure, yeah.
My culture is not your costume. What the fuck? You should not be allowed to be a tourist.
What? That's not fair.
There's no way. I'm
There's no
sorry,
way you
dude.
think that.
Come on, there's no way you believe that.
No, there's not. I don't want to like reveal immediately. I am 100% in Jumbo Josh's corner.
Yeah.
I feel so bad
Me
for
too.
him.
Yeah, I do too. It's like,
oh man.
I've never really thought about it, but you don't really get to pick the kinks that you have, right? Like,
Yeah,
you don't get
you
to
do not.
choose.
No.
It's just kind of, that's actually weird. I've literally never thought about this. Like, are you born with kinks? How does that happen? How do you develop kinks? I don't know, whatever. But, like, you don't really have a say in what kind of fetishes you're into, right? So, like, I mean, he even made an honest attempt to try to, you know, get involved into this fetish that he clearly has and was not trying to, like, you know, like, oh, this is a small penis Discord and I have a big penis. Woohoo. Like, he literally was like, no, like, this is like a fetish that I have and I want to indulge in this fetish. I think this is like totally fine. Even if you have a big penis, you can still enjoy people like saying you have a small one, even though it's hard for that to do because he's got like a fucking kielbasa, you know?
People LARP about shit all the time. For
yeah.
many different dumb scenarios for sexual stuff. Who cares? I resonated so hard with the sentence, "It's his fetish to fuck you, dumbass. He just wanted to jerk off." What a good line. What a good line.
I'm going to say it again. God forbid men
do anything.
Oh man, I feel so bad for this guy because
this
clearly a big part of this thing is like posting your own dick, and like they're gonna know if you like take a picture off Google. I imagine it's like there's just no winning for this dude. He wants his dick to be made fun of, and it seems like some people were into it, but I do like the people who were like, no, for me this isn't a fetish. It's real.
Real for this guy too.
The best is the best is that he took the screenshot with a piece of paper and then a printout of a giant ruler that says 4 inches on it.
It's like a cartoon way to try and make his dick look small.
He was trying to get head from the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
He's got the Acme ruler.
Yeah, the Acme ruler, the Animaniacs magic small ruler.
It's so good.
Oh.
No, like seriously though, it sucks to see people like fight about it. Like, you're all in this Discord of being like dominated. Why are you all arguing? Just go jerk off. Go do the dom thing. What the fuck? The whole point of this is to just get horny, right? Like,
yeah, they literally ruined the server by being mad about this. This is their fault.
Yeah.
Like, the server isn't active anymore because people were fucking jackasses about this. Like, that sucks.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Jumbo Josh.
He couldn't have known.
Man, that sucks.
Oh man. I imagine he's gotten better at it. He's been like, oh god, I'm gonna have to hide my tracks more effectively in the future.
I bet he has, right? Like, he's now learned from this experience, and it's like, okay, if I post again, I'll have to make a big disclaimer, because definitely I think posting immediately knowing you have the big schlong, I think you do have to take some responsibility of like, okay, I know this is like different, so like just as a warning for people here, I'm not trying to troll you guys. I'm not here to make fun of you guys. This is just the dick I was born with, and this is what I like. So here we go. You know, like, I think it's fine to do that, and I think maybe it would have been less, but I don't blame him. I'm just saying for the future.
Yeah, because that sucks, right? You have to like disclaim your fetish. Like, if your fetish is being told you have a small penis,
you don't want to begin with, hey guys, I have a big penis, play pretend.
Yeah, right, exactly.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's
like, the space was the assumption that people there would make fun of you for a small penis, you know? And I guess it, like, you kind of would assume they would join in on the fetish whether you had a small penis or not, you know? But these people just couldn't fucking hold back with their own insecurity, right? Like, how do you have the fetish and you're still insecure about your situation, you know? I mean, I guess I don't have the right to say that, whatever. But, like, it's just...
No, you do. This is such a classic thing, is people who are like, ooh, I have this fetish. And it's like, no, for me, it's more than a fetish. It's a way of life. And it's like, okay, well, get over yourself.
Yeah.
You know, this guy wants to jack off too.
exactly. Let this guy jack off. Come on, dude. Relax. Take a step back and think, you know what? Maybe the world doesn't revolve around me, and I should just go in my own lane, like, and just ask to get humiliated again. Like, what is the problem?
What the micro penis havers don't understand is that in this one situation, they are in the position of privilege, right? Because they get to enjoy the fetish when they actually have it. You know what I mean? When like they really do fit into the fetish. This guy has to like play pretend, you know? So maybe,
you know, I gotta ask, do you think this is like some sort of genie wish fulfillment type thing? Like, he rubbed a lamp.
Oh, like
and he
monkey's
was like,
paw.
I wish for he's like, I wish for a large penis. And the genie's like, granted, but you'll only be turned on by small penis humiliation.
God, this is the worst genie ever. Fuck that genie.
They're all like that. Listen, I'm not racist. Every single genie is like that.
Except for like Aladdin genie, I guess. But like Disney's genie.
Yeah, I guess Aladdin genie was right. He was.
He's like
a nice
the only
guy.
one.
If I asked him, well, he was only nice because Aladdin was like, "I'm gonna use my third wish on freeing you," right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess that's true. But he did give Jafar anything he wanted. Anyway, because when Jafar had him, he wished to be a genie, but that comes with the downside of being able to be trapped in a lamp. Genie wishes. Wait, you're right.
You clearly haven't seen Fairly Odd Parents. Genie wishes always come with a catch.
No,
always,
I have.
always,
That's
always.
why I know it. But you're right. I completely forgot that he does have to be in the lamp. It is true.
Boy, we just had a very serious discussion about genie wishes. This is good.
Don't ask a genie to enlarge your peenie. Are you all ready to vote?
Decision time.
All right, Jordan, how do you feel about Jumbo Josh? Was he an asshole just for having a big schlong?
No. If you got a big schlong, it's rough out there for you because you can't even participate in small penis fall. So it's tough. I feel so bad for you, Jumbo Josh. They should have indulged in your fetish in the fetish server that they were supposed to indulge. And I'm sorry that the jackasses completely ruined the space because of your massive fucking pool noodle. So no, Jumbo Josh is not the asshole.
Danny, would you say you're more of a fan of Stinger Flynn?
No, I'm not. I'm a big fan of Jumbo Josh. He's not a jerk. Absolutely not. He just has his fetish, just wants to jerk off, just like the rest of the guys in this freaking Discord. And I hope he found his fix elsewhere. Getting rejected from like this kind of like fetish community would really, it could be upsetting for sure. Like, man, I can't even be in the micro dick Discord. So I hope he still has found his, a way to jerk off because he's just trying to jerk it. He's just trying to enjoy his life, and that's not jerk at all. That's not jerkish.
And I believe so as well.
The council has spoken.
Man, I feel so bad for this guy, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I know. I really feel for him because, like, imagine, like, you're just trying to enjoy your fetish and you're like, oh, man, cool. Like, a community of people who do this, and maybe they won't care because, they're whatever. Like, we're all into this. Nope.
And they're like, check your privilege, big dick haver.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't talk about it much. I do like that some of the people in the Discord were like, fuck, I gotta fuck this guy.
Oh, man. So his dick was so big that it destroyed the server.
Yeah.
So, like, how big do you think it was? For that kind of power, it would have to be like, what, like maybe 5 inches?
Yeah. Yes. Good guess.
Sorry, that might be... I'm just going for like a comically large number. Like, more realistically, it's probably like 4.5, right?
Yeah.
True, yeah,
that's
for
the
sure.
more realistic number.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
all
man.
right, we're just about done. But before we wrap things up, we do have an update from a previous one of these that we did.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you guys remember when we spoke about the boy who told his girlfriend who had won the lottery that he could make her some real money in the stock market?
Yes.
This guy.
The one who was
way.
like, because she made like decent investments in the past, right?
She had won the lottery and like had a house.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was
Went to
tricked into
nursing
thinking
school,
you were
yeah.
money savvy.
Right.
This
I do.
douchebag. Yeah.
All right, well, here's the update. It says, so my sisters and brother-in-laws came over and I asked him to leave. He did get angry and argumentative. While he and I argued, my family packed his stuff up and put it in his car. He didn't have much as most of his furniture and other bigger items were in storage. He couldn't believe I'd break up with him over such a little thing, as if he hadn't spent 3 days yelling and ranting at me. He left and is now staying at his parents' house. His parents called me to ask what happened. I explained the situation, and they said it was for the best. I didn't see him for a few days, but he called and texted a whole bunch, and it was just him flipping between being regretful of his behavior and raging at my audacity and stupidity. Then I got a call from Mike, one of his friends, and he asked me what happened because the ex-BF was telling people he broke up with me for being a cheater. Apparently, he caught me sleeping with some random dude. I explained the situation to his friend, and he laughed, saying he was wondering when he'd bring up his money schemes. We had a long chat, and he told me how my ex had recently lost a lot of money in trading, and that's what had him stressed and anxious. It's also what pushed him over the edge. He was angry with me for not taking the same risks he did. He bitched to Mike about me being a risk-averse person. Mike told me to move on and change my locks because my ex had a history of being nasty when dumped. He was right. A few days after that, my ex broke into my house and took a shit on my kitchen counter.
Oh, whoa.
He was arrested while in the process of evacuating his bowels. I changed codes to my security system so he couldn't get in with the old codes, and by the time he'd broken in the back door, police were on their way. He tried to tell the police that he was my boyfriend and lived in the house, but when a resident breaks the back door of their house and bleeds all over the hallway and then takes a shit on their own kitchen counter, he spent the night in jail and was bailed out the next day by his parents. They called to apologize. I told them not to contact me again, and I'm getting a protection order. I have never dated crazy before, and I am gobsmacked at his insanity.
Yeah, I'm back on being a misandrist.
Oh,
We had a fun short stint.
Fun little short
with
stint.
With the dabble in misogyny, right? Dabble on being on the men's side, but nope. I'm reminded.
So I'm going to be honest with you, right? Like, clearly what happened here is that he decided to take a shit on her floor, because doesn't that happen in Wolf of Wall Street? He was like, I'm going to get back at her just like my hero.
Oh, no. Don't tell me
No
that happens in that
way.
movie and this guy's just like
I'm pretty
a
sure it does.
fucking
I haven't seen it
nerd.
in like 5 years.
Oh,
God, that actually happens in the movie, doesn't it?
I think I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
It's either that one or something similar.
What a fucking
all I'll
dork.
say is bullet fucking dodged.
Yeah.
Massive bullet dodged.
Jesus
Mm.
Christ.
Wow. I can't believe this. What? The man was actually insane the whole time.
No way.
It's crazy how quick he flipped, right? Like
Mhm.
as soon as he found out that she was like actually very well off because of the good luck and risk averse options she chose, and not only did he immediately try to rectify it back when we read the post, but also as soon as she was like, you know what, this isn't cool, I'm done, immediately jumps into like weird psycho rage, like 3 days of constant like talking and trying to get them back and then shitting on the floor. Psycho.
Yeah, no wonder. I'm assuming this guy is like a huge fucking Elon gob guzzler, you know, because he wanted to buy a Tesla. It's just like, hey,
yeah.
Ladies, if you're dating a man and he says, I'm thinking about getting a Tesla, just leave. It's over, because you know the type of guy they are at that point. Like you can't dodge the Tesla accusation anymore. Like if you already had a Tesla by the time Elon like publicly became as much of a dork as he is now, like whatever, they already own a Tesla. But if now you're dating someone's like, man, I really want to get a Tesla, just leave.
Yeah, actually,
I thought that is a massive red
it was
flag.
like really cool because like I could play like Elden Ring in my car. I hate you.
Sorry that all of you want a car that is woke.
That's true.
Yeah,
I do.
That's
woke
right, man.
car.
Cars are woke. That's true.
Yeah,
Cars are
and
woke and
the Tesla is actually anti-woke, being electric.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine that's what happens is like Elon, I mean, he's already like a fucking Nazi or whatever, but like it goes so far down that like every Republican is like, actually electric cars are like
Yeah, they spun around
so
so
funny to me.
hard that they're back to
just-
like progressive policies. Like, oh, dude, Tesla's so cool. Actually, I actually love my Tesla, and it's
Yeah.
electric, and electric is for the tough men.
I got a Tesla F-150.
Man,
All right. Well, I guess we got to hang it up.
let's do it.
Bye.